Hey guys, this is Brian from Bagels Comics, and I'm here to let you know that we have a campaign running right now over on Kickstarter for our horror Evil Dead homage cover for Barebones, Nice Guys Finish Dead. We're very excited to get this out to people. It asks the question, if you had been bullied and harassed your whole life and finally do have power, would you be that good guy, that hero that people can look to? Or would you get revenge on all those that have wronged you? I like to think that a lot of people would say that, yeah, of course I'd be a good person and help people out. But realistically, I think a lot of people would get revenge. This book asks that question. So we'd love to have you over there. Take a look. Go over to Kickstarter.com and look for Barebones Nice Guys Finish Dead. And check us out. We'd love to have you. Thanks.
Welcome to Bacon is My Podcast. Before we get into this show, we do want to let everybody know that we are proudly bringing this show to you from the Den.
Yeah.
That's the Deluxe Edition Network.
Rocking it out.
Found at deluxeeditionnetwork.com.
In the DEN.
That's right. We are a part of an awesome network of really awesome podcasts, such as...
That's a lot of awesome that you just said there.
Yes.
Health. History. I'd like to...
Yes. There's also Beard Laws, Spoiled My Movie.
Yes.
The Deluxe Edition Podcast. There's like 26 different podcasts, so go over there, check it out. DeluxeEditionNetwork.com. Do it now.
We are happy to be one. Thank you so much. What's your bacon?
Well, welcome to Discussion and Drinks.
What are we going to talk about today?
Well, we just had a great episode.
We did.
That's going to come out on Friday.
Okay.
Well, the 7 questions.
7 questions.
And then that actual episode becomes 2 episodes.
Yeah.
This guy's brainchild. I can't even wrap my head around it. I'm just like, all right, well, put it out.
Yeah.
But hey, look,
it's so long that it's got to be, I think.
The bacon
Nobody's
bits.
got time to sit down for an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, you can't give them a break.
Yeah. Yeah. But today we're going to be doing a tasting of something. I can't wait to pull it out of my fun little bag here. It's going to be fantastic. Cool. My fun bag of tricks.
Nice. I can't wait to drink from your fun bag.
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what's fun about my fun bag? There's more than one thing in here. We're just trying
and it says,
one.
Feel the fire. Great. Cool. I'm excited.
So my fun bag has more than one thing in it.
I'm sure
we're only trying one.
Okay.
So you should get a fun bag.
What are we trying it on?
What?
What are we trying it on?
Oh, it's stand alone, my friend.
Cool.
Stand alone.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna pick a whiskey from under here.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever we want. We've got the Sexton.
Maybe we'll let. Come on, don't be so worried. Shut up. So, all right. So let's let the
we've got some
peanut gallery
Bushmills.
Pick our whiskey.
We've got some Bushmills Red. We've got some Prohibition.
That's not enough in there.
We've got the Shanky's. I'm not in the mood for like a dessert.
Me either.
Oh, we got the Teeling.
Okay.
Teeling here is courtesy small batch Teeling from our buddy AJ.
Yeah.
So
there we go. We have our options. So what do you think? What do you think, squad?
Well, what I'll do is this. You guys cast your vote. I'm going to hit the intro right now.
Okay.
Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon! Bacon is my... Bacon! Bacon is my podcast! Bacon! Bacon is my...
We got a vote for the whiskiest whiskey we've got.
The whiskiest whiskey you've got.
Yeah. And then we also have for Teeling.
Teeling. All right.
I say we go for the Teeling.
So we go for the Teeling. All right, cool.
So the only thing I know about Teeling is the fact that WWE professional wrestler Sheamus was all about it.
I've had Teeling before.
I think we've had Teeling here.
I believe we've had it here before too.
But this is a small batch version.
Oh. We are the first distillery to open in Dublin City for 125 years. Yet whiskey making flows through our family's veins. Over 2 centuries of it. It is our deep Dublin roots that give us confidence to do things differently. The small batch bottling consists of hand-selected casks of bourbon, cask-aged Irish whiskey, which are given further maturation in ex-rum barrels, imparting a unique dried fruit character. This is not how everyone makes Irish whiskey. It's our way. That's the spirit of Dublin. I will say that rum barrel aging is something that I enjoy in a lot of whiskeys and beers that have done it.
Yes.
I always really like that aftertaste.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had something that was aged in rum barrels where I was like, that ruins it. I've always been like, oh. So that's even a thing where if I see it, I'll buy something like untried if it's got that, just because I'm like, all right, well, I know that I've liked that every single time in the past.
Yeah.
So that's something. It does say non-chill right on the bottle, though. This is a non-chill. I prefer chill.
No but's chill,
Yeah.
as they would say in Encino, man.
Filtering non-chill. Finish rum casks. Batch number SB64.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah. So let's have some
Natural
some
character.
Natural. It's got to be.
Wait, I did that too close to me. Not
ASMR.
close enough to you. That was unclimactic.
I didn't want you to punch me in the face.
I was trying really hard not to. Also.
Yeah, that's why I moved away. I figured. All right, well. So yeah, like we're here. We're gonna taste some things. We're gonna drink some whiskey. What we were talking about just before we went on the air with our patrons over on patreon.com/bacon is my podcast. We do the show before the show.
Yes.
Where they get to hear about. So what we were talking about is actually, we're nearing the end of the year, and
We are
our
rapidly.
our bands are always working on new stuff, and
Mhm.
we've got some new stuff in the works. My band and I got to hear some of his band's new stuff in the works.
Yeah.
Very exciting times.
Literally, he just listened to 4 songs
Yeah, and
that I
I'm super
just
excited.
finished vocals on last weekend.
I'm super excited, and you said you had some ideas that for me to do, and
Yeah.
I'm super excited to do them.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that too. That's
So
super
yeah,
cool.
you just let me know what I'm you know me.
Yeah.
If you just go like, hey, throw some ideas on these 4 songs, and I just record some shit,
Mhm.
and you leave and take stuff, that's fine too.
Yeah, I'm down with that too.
I
like all that.
happily do that.
I'm a fan of all that.
Yeah, I love.
I need some nanas for you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely need those. Those for sure. But
I
still,
probably
I'd love to
they
get-
would have been better. Like
I'd really love
I
to
feel
get
like
a
I would
group
have
of
been able
people.
to sing those nanas better if it was just a half step higher.
You think you would? Because you normally sing another half step lower.
No, it's usually a step and a half lower.
A step and a half lower. Yeah, sorry. I forgot just how much
No, it's a full step
you
lower.
don't
It's
sing anywhere near where I typically sing.
yeah. Well, I
So-
feel like that I would make an exception for that.
Well, an exception, sure, but you think you could sing
I'd
that-
give it the sparkle.
the sparkle.
Yeah.
All right.
You're asking me to sing nanas.
Twilight Sparkle over here, guys.
You're asking me to sing nanas. How
Yeah.
can you not sing a nana without sparkle?
I can't wait to hear the sparkle that you put on the nanas.
If you could sing a nana, listen,
I
in the
can't
chat,
wait.
if you could sing a nana without the sparkle, go ahead.
I can't wait.
I'd love to see
for
you
Mike
try.
to sparkle my nana.
I'm gonna sparkle his nana.
Yeah. That's gonna become
New
a
shirt.
phrase.
New shirt now.
Sparkle my nana.
New shirt now on baconspodcast.com.
Don't
I'm gonna-
forget to sparkle your nana.
Your nana.
Don't forget to sparkle your nana.
You need to make that.
Yeah.
Like this is a thing.
I do. I need
Yeah,
to make
for sure.
Okay.
Let's try this whiskey. By
Yeah.
the way.
All right. Let's do that.
Also, so
Cheers.
I've got some things going on with
Oh, that's nice.
It's pretty.
It's really sweet.
It is pretty sweet.
Wow.
Big thanks to AJ from Something Heavy.
Wow, that's very
He
sweet.
brought that over. And,
Nice. It's not as smooth as I thought it would be with that kind of sweetness. It's still got a little harshness to it.
At the finish, it's almost like a
you drink it and you're like
like
that's
you feel
sweet.
it.
Oh, that's nice. And then you're
you
like,
feel it down
oh,
here, like
oh.
it kind of hits your belly, like eventually.
Yeah.
So it's got a little bit of English on it.
All right.
But it's also got a good taste to it, which is very interesting. Very interesting. So yeah,
it kisses you on the mouth and then it like flicks you
on the balls,
right in the penis.
on the oh my god, on the
Right?
tip of the head,
Right on the
Awful.
peen.
That's the worst.
But like I keep going back.
Right? Yeah. No.
It might be the worst, but I mean, when in Rome.
Right. But yeah, I'm working on a little bit of so Something Heavy in 2024. We're going to do something a little differently, and we're going to do a few covers.
Mm-hmm.
And we're I mean, we've done them in the past, but I think we're going to kind of double down on doing some more covers. Our plan is to feature some people on not just
guests,
covers,
special guests,
not just covers, but songs, and actual covers. The plan is to be a 350 word, a little bit prolific in 2024.
That's a $3.50 word.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, so I mean, we have something that's close to done. With some friends, we've got a bunch of songs in the works. I don't like. Should I talk about what the songs are?
No, I don't think you should say what the songs are, because some of them are going to be surprising to people, and I think that's cool.
Right.
Like maybe on the Patreon, let them know, because they're going to get them early anyway.
Right.
Right. But I wouldn't give those away.
Well, I wouldn't give the one that you heard away.
Okay.
But like,
I do want to say, I got to clear something up real quick.
Mm-hmm.
When you put out Hurt, you thanked me on it for coming in and being a part of helping just track your vocals and stuff, right? I actually had a number of people send me messages saying, great job on backup vocals.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I sang nothing.
No,
I sang nothing in that song.
He was coaching. You were coaching.
I did not appear on that song at all. I appreciate that, and I appreciate that you love the backup vocals on it, and that you thought they were me. But they're not me.
No,
they're all you.
They're me.
Right? So I just wanted to clear that up and put the praise where it is deserved.
Oh, well, I thank you. I don't need praise.
I merely I hit the space bar. I wrote down little
Cracked
numbers.
the whip.
I wrote down little numbers, and I chastised him for eating peanuts and drinking booze while he was doing his vocals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I did. That was my only move.
Yeah. Well,
so, but
no, but you gave me direction. You gave me a lot of direction.
Yeah, a little bit here and there. But
I mean,
you knew what you wanted.
Like, well, that's the thing. When you're going in and tracking vocals, sometimes. So for me, and we've talked about this a couple times, where I'm working on trying to be better at self-producing, and it's difficult. It's super fucking difficult. But I do think I've gotten much better over the course of the past few months, but I still did. I wanted, we've been talking about that for years now.
Yeah.
Where I have been self-producing, and you were just kind of like, you need to figure out how to push yourself even more. And I was like, okay, well, the best way for me to do that is to pull myself out of engineer mode and whatever. So you helped with that, and you also weren't. Again, we talked about producer horror stories,
right?
Where I've been mentally
suck less,
where it was just like, oh, that sucked, and this and that, and but you do need a motivator.
Mm-hmm.
You need a motivator. You don't need a cheerleader.
Yeah.
And you know, you helped be that motivator in this instance.
Good. I'm happy.
And
I'm happy that I was able to.
Yeah. Guys, we are so excited because Manscaped has upped the game. Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra. They've got interchangeable dual head system with both a regular razor that you're used to on your lawnmower, but also now a foil blade as well.
And if you already have one of these, if you already have the 4.0, the upgrade's good, man.
Upgrade is good.
Upgrade is good. It's got all the stuff that you like already. The light is a little bit brighter.
Yes.
Key, it has a lock.
Yes.
So that means in your bag, it won't turn on automatically because you're traveling somewhere and you put some shoes in your bag and you push down on it and it just turns on and then the battery's dead.
That's right.
You can lock it. Awesome. Awesome feature. Everything else, you've got your ceramic blades, you've got your skin-safe technology, you got all of that is the same and improved, but it's just a better system. Highly recommend.
Go to manscaped.com right now. Use the promo code BACONPOD for 20% off your entire order.
Yes.
You could get the 5.0 Lawnmower Ultra. You can also use it on other products like the Crop Mop, which is our personal favorite. If you ever see us out in the wild,
Yes.
you can definitely hit us up and we will give you one of those.
We always have them on us.
Always.
Always ready to give out.
Yes. So again, manscaped.com, promo code BACONPOD, 20% off of free shipping. Thank you, Manscaped. And always remember to ask yourself, are your balls clean?
Mm-hmm. I've discovered through my own little vocal journey here, and I'll be honest, like just listening to the 4 songs, that was the first time I heard them as well, of the comped vocals. And I think I'm going to call Dave and I'm going to say, I want to use some of the less perfect takes because
They had the grit in them.
and
Probably.
it's not even about grit because like I'm doing vocals that I've never done before. Like I'm not singing from places I've never sung before.
I think grit is the wrong because people think when I say when you hear grit, it's like the scratchy or whatever. I mean grit as in feeling that shit.
Yes. Yeah. I don't have. There's no part of me at this point in my journey as a songwriter and a recording artist and singer that feels the need for to try and show people that I'm a good singer. Right. It's not about and I'm not trying to sound cocky or anything like that, but like I'm a good singer. I know I'm a good singer because I've worked my ass off to be a good singer. I'm not saying I'm the greatest singer in the world. I'm not saying that I'm an excellent none of that.
You're not the greatest singer in the world. You're just a tribute.
Just a tribute. I can't remember what the greatest singer in the world sounds like.
But this is just
a tribute. It sounds nothing like the greatest singer in the world.
Just a tribute.
Just a tribute. Yes. More, I'm in the mindset of I want to be a better storyteller, right? And so if I'm singing a song, I want you to hear the song that I'm telling you through the words, and I also want you to hear the story that I'm telling you through whatever emotion I can capture with my voice. That, I think, is harder than hitting the right notes. Hitting the right notes takes practice.
Right.
Anyone can practice and be a good singer on pitch, right? That's not hard. It takes time and it takes work. Some people it takes no work at all and they're amazing right off the bat. And some people it takes a long time and a lot of practice. But capturing a moment or capturing an emotion and being able to communicate it through the sound of your voice is really hard.
Right.
Right? I don't think that I've ever done it on record. Ever. I think I've occasionally done it live. And it's always those moments where like you get caught up in it, and people
Yeah.
get caught up in it.
I think recording too is, and you know, like recording versus live is just, it's two completely different animals.
Yes,
And your
but I think
ability
vocally,
to get,
you need to be even better recording to get it out.
oh yeah, that's
Because
well, you have to,
you lose the visual.
you lose the ability to be able to just, when you're live, there's a certain, like, yeah, listen, we're always going out there striving for perfection,
Yeah.
right? But you allow yourself a little bit more grace to get lost a little bit more in a live setting versus
and you have
on
the,
record,
you have
and
the
you have the
benefit.
ability
The
to.
listener is also seeing you, so they see
Right.
facial expression, and they see body language,
Yeah.
and they're caught up in the emotion in the room and the emotion of the person next to them, and like there's so many things that add to the feeling of what you get when you're lost in a moment in a live show,
Right.
right? And a live performance. When you're in the studio, you have to figure out a way to replicate that through only the audio of your voice,
Right.
and that's impossible, right? There are some singers that, I mean, I think we like. Do you have singers that can bring you to tears by the sound of their voice, or enrage you by the sound of their voice, or like make you feel
Yeah.
something?
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
couldn't, I the moment I couldn't like pinpoint
Well,
what it is,
yeah,
but yeah.
it's not even about, yeah, and I'm sure you listening, whoever's listening right now, like you've probably, I'm sure you've put on a performance and you've listened to a song or something that's hit you in a certain way, and it's brought a feeling out of you. And there are certain singers that do it, and like my goal switched from let me learn how to sing this way, or let me learn how to sing this way, or let me learn how to sing that way, to I want to be one of those performers.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I'm working towards it, and I'm trying to, and so going in and recording, and this is just honestly saying any of this is setting myself up for abysmal failure when these songs come out. Right? I also realize that. Like, as I'm saying it right now, I'm like, my inner brain is going, shut the fuck up.
Dude, honestly, like, these songs are really, really great songs.
It's
So
like,
don't.
shit. But that's the goal, right? So the closer I can get to that, the better. So even hearing these here, I was like, huh, that sounds really good. You know, and there's always that part of you that's like, I wish that sounded less like me.
Mm,
You know, that's
Yeah.
always there. That imposter syndrome of like, that someone else should be doing that. But there's definitely like, I feel like there's other takes that were more,
authentic.
yeah, yeah. So, and maybe there weren't. I mean, maybe like I might call Caggiano and be like, hey man, I feel like there's more takes that were more authentic, and he might be like, there's not. I went through all those things looking for exactly that because that's what we talked about and that's what I want too. And he might be like, you know, tough luck, dude. This is what you sound like, and that might be the case.
Right.
And if so, I'm proud of it. Like I'm totally happy with it.
Yeah.
But like that's the journey I'm on, and so that's what I bring into. You know, if you ask me to help you with anything, that's what I'm bringing in because that's what I want to hear.
Right.
Too.
Yeah.
You know, I want to hear it. And just what I told you before when I was listening to stuff, I was like, huh, this part right here, I don't buy it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all scratch takes too, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, well, you know, that part, I don't love that.
Yeah.
Area anyway. So maybe an overhaul of some sort. But the suggestions he made to me for those songs are really cool. I actually enjoyed. So they'll be tweaked.
Yeah, you have everything. Like you have the pieces there. They just, I just was like, oh, let's just
We'll make them
make them
a full piece.
Yeah, let them
as
each be their
opposed to-
own thing instead of trying to make all of them one thing.
Hey man, I believe in that process. You
Yeah.
know what? Batman versus Superman did that, and guess what? It's trash.
All right, I was like, all right,
Yeah.
yeah. I was wondering where you were gonna, how
Yeah.
you were gonna connect that, but yeah, you're not wrong.
No, just you don't have to always get your shit in all at once.
You know what? Lesson for anyone that's doing anything art wise: get less of your shit in, and the end result's gonna be better. Because then you just make whatever shit you do get in matter.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly. Speaking of
no
getting
one
my
cares.
shit in,
No one cares about everything you can do.
right. They care about the good things.
Yeah.
You can do.
I don't want to hear everything you got, right? Because everything you got includes a lot of crap. And I don't care who you are listening to this. Everything you got is not the best of what you've got.
Right.
The best of what you got eliminates quite a bit of everything,
Mhm.
right? I want like the best third of what you've got. Give me absolutely the best third of what you've got.
So what I do think that speaking of getting my shit in,
Right.
what I think we need to do, you and I,
Uh-huh.
is we need to get one of these.
We
Like
do
a little-
tastings.
nice little
See,
sack.
tastings are supposed to be for the Patreon.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't worry, that's not the only thing in my sack here. So we could do stuff for the patrons.
Right. All right. You know what? What's in the
We can
sack?
do we can do
What's in the
we can do
What do we got?
Fat Toad Farms traditional goat's milk caramel
What?
spicy dark chocolate. We could do that for the patrons. Here you go.
Oh. Well, that's exciting.
But that's
We
not
can
what-
do that now.
No. We're not going to do that.
Why not? That sounds fun. That sounds fun.
The patrons, we can do the hot one
Family-
last dab with Pepper X.
Yeah, that's
That-
probably a
that-
patron
that's something
thing.
we can do
That's a
with the
patron
patrons.
thing.
For the patrons, we can do
I would like to do that on something other than a cracker.
spicy.
Chocolate strawberry hot sauce?
Yeah.
Oh, Smoking Ed's. He's the motherfucker. He's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah. All right. What pepper's in this?
Well, I think it's only cayenne,
Love cayenne.
but that is so. There was two of those. There was either so look at the front. They had the peppers.
Yeah.
They had one that was 2, and I picked the one that was
Right.
how many is that?
5.
5.
Yeah, it's 5.
Okay, so yeah.
But you know what? Like, I don't care about 5 if there's good flavor going on.
Yeah. So
And chocolate strawberry sounds interesting to me.
so Pepper X.
Yeah,
And,
Pepper X is gonna suck.
yeah.
I feel like flavor wise, it's also gonna suck.
Yeah. Probably.
You know.
So and then goat's milk caramel.
So my only
Spicy
thing
dark
with these is
chocolate.
I would like to eat them on something.
Right.
I don't want to
Which-
just. I don't want to
Right. So
teaspoon
no.
full of
I get
that.
that. I get that, and we'll do that.
give
We'll
me a
figure it out.
celery stick.
Which is why today
Yeah. What are we doing today?
we're gonna do this.
Oh, it's a bar. It's a chocolate bar.
It's a chocolate bar. It's called
It's
Hot
chocolate.
Pop and Chocolate.
Hot pop
green-
and chocolate.
Greenport Fire. They've just started following us on social media.
Why are we doing a tasting for ham and eggers?
It's just because this is not going to be the worst thing,
Right.
but it also kind
It's
of
a
is
dipping
now
your toe.
it's
Dipping your toe into what we do on our
on our Patreon. And
I
also,
feel like we have things. to
I
talk
know things about this chocolate bar
Okay.
that you do not,
I know.
and I'm really
That's
excited.
part of the problem here.
It is, which is why I will allow you to get me back.
Dude, I don't want that game to start because
No, everybody gets one. This is my one. You get one.
it's only one.
Well, we can go one for one.
Right. You're doing this one. I get the next one. Then we're done.
Right, but if you bring one in, or if I bring one in, then you get another shot. Okay. You bring one in,
Right.
but you got to realize that there's a receipt.
Right. So you're bringing this in. So
And I realize there's a receipt.
I give you a receipt, and then that's done.
Right.
Until someone else brings something
Exactly. And you
Okay.
have to realize that, okay, that's fine, but a receipt's coming.
in. Okay. Well, I'm always fine being the receipt giver.
I know you are.
So I am comfortable in that position.
Yeah. No, I understand.
So, okay.
But this
As
is
long
the
as you
chocolate bar,
understand.
and it's green port fire. It's called.
How much are we eating of this?
Half. Half.
I don't want to eat a whole chocolate bar right now. Half a chocolate bar right now.
Well, you don't have to eat a whole one. Okay, so we'll do a quarter
All right.
right now.
What do we got going on here?
So it's
Why is there an orange bead?
cheers, bud.
Why is there an orange bead?
They
in the
say what you need to do is let it sit on your tongue. So maybe we do a bar at first, like a single.
Why are there orange and blue flecks in this?
Put it in your mouth.
Have you noticed some new things on Bacon is My Podcast? We
Lots
have
of
the
new
new
things.
BIMP Lounge,
Yes,
right? So with that, we're trying to up our game a little bit here,
that's right.
right? We're trying to extend our reach. If you want to help us do that, well, one of the ways you can do that is by rocking out with our sponsors. Jump over to baconismypodcast.com, jump to our sponsor page, and check out all of our awesome sponsors. Get all
GrillYourAssOff.com, DrinkWildBills.com, Manscaped, Pod Decks. There's quite a few of them.
Everything's
and we're
there
adding
with-
stuff all the time.
with the most recent promo codes and the best deals that you can possibly get. Another way you can help us, get some t-shirts.
Like this one right here. It doesn't come without the sleeves,
It gives you the option.
but it gives you the option.
Yeah, you get it with sleeves. You don't want sleeves, you cut the sleeves off.
That's right.
That's how it works. Then you have a headband if you have like a thin head.
Yes.
I can't use the sleeves as a headband because I have a giant round head.
Yeah, we both do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to baconismypodcast.com. Check out the merch page. Bacon is my fashion.
Yes.
Right.
And you can check out all the latest episodes. It's kind of like a portal to everything Bacon is My Podcast, including our music.
A portal to bacon.
Yes. Including his band, Craving Strange.
Yes,
My band,
his band,
Something
Something.
Heavy. Also, Bacon is My Passion, the band itself. So,
Music coming.
yes. So go ahead, check it out. Costs nothing to look.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
go
then
ahead.
you
and do
should
it.
buy. You break it, you bought it though.
And here we go.
Are we going to get high? Because I'm totally in for that.
No, we're not getting high.
Oh, great.
Well, up. There's a heat.
Yep. I definitely got a little heat. It's definitely milk chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting that too.
Mm-hmm.
But what are the... They look like nerds.
They do look like nerds, but
They're Pop Rocks.
they are Pop Rocks.
They're Pop Rocks.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys can hear it.
Surprise.
All right, this isn't bad.
Right.
It's not that hot either.
No, but it is hot.
I mean,
Like there's spice to it.
yeah. There's definitely a little bit of a
Yeah.
kick to it.
But yeah, they were like,
This is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Jameson test. Well, healing test.
Mhm.
Ew. Ugh. That's not good. Ugh. Ugh.
oh, why did you do that?
Ugh.
This is okay.
Ugh.
Right.
That was awful.
It's really fucking bad.
Wow. Like it went from the chocolate, the taste is milk chocolate. There's definitely a burn, but it's like a cayenne burned, so it doesn't really taste like anything.
Mhm.
It just kind of numbs up. And then there's Pop Rocks. The Teeling is sweet. Irish whiskey. The combination tastes like the inside of an old trash bag smells. Like not your trash bag, but like a trash bag you walk by and then notice it's there without
You're like,
seeing it.
"Ooh."
Right? You walk by and you go, "Where is that?" And then you look and you see it. And you go, "Wow, what did they eat?" This.
Yeah, but it's pretty good.
I haven't had Pop Rocks in my mouth
Right, in a long
in a
time.
very long time. That's an exciting little fun.
That's why I was like,
Okay. All right.
I wanted to give that to him.
All right. All right.
Like, this wasn't a hate receipt.
No, you know what? You're right. You're right.
This wasn't like a hate thing.
I apologize for I assumed the worst.
Of course you did.
Yeah. And I shouldn't do that. I apologize.
You're welcome. But it's fun. It's a fun
You're
little
welcome is not the correct response to it.
thing. Yes, it is. Sure it is.
All right.
But this was a fun.
Whatever.
This is a fun little exercise, man. Trust fall.
This was a trust fall.
This is a trust fall.
I was just gonna say this is a trust building exercise.
Exactly.
All
I wouldn't be like, yo, you have this. Give me a receipt.
Right.
If I was like, oh, this is gonna burn your fucking face off.
Right.
No, I'm gonna do the Pepper X one, and I'm gonna be like, no, we're doing this for the patrons.
Right. Yeah, we're getting paid for that.
Right.
All right.
I mean, it's still gonna be funny as hell. For
It
me,
will. It's gonna suck. Yeah.
but at the same time, it's one of those.
I feel
things
like it's
where-
not like I don't understand. I really don't understand. Like I know it hurts you.
Mhm.
I know it does.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that it's worse for me than it is for you. I'm just more out about it.
I think I throughout the course of this show,
Uh-huh.
I've acclimated myself to liking like hotter things. Like my
Sure.
favorite, I've said it before. Like my favorite hot sauce is that Rocket Fuel by Strange Candy, and that's Magura Scorpion Pepper
Right.
and Carolina Reaper. But that's my go-to. Like I'll put that on a normal.
Yeah, I gotta say my go-to hasn't gone up. Like I still add a lot of spice to my meals. I still like a kick to it. But eating hotter stuff hasn't made me go, let me incorporate hotter stuff. It's just made me go like, all right, well, that sucked for a minute.
I like that. One of my other favorite,
I don't want to earn my food.
maybe so
Maybe it's the hunter-gatherer in you.
I think it's called High River hot sauces. They have one that's made with scorpion pepper and blood orange, and that is delicious.
That sounds good.
It's really good, but Magura scorpion pepper is just under Reaper.
Yeah, but I also think that like, okay, so something can be categorized as a certain heat level. But if there's a good flavor to something, I'll take a hotter pepper that tastes good over a less hot pepper that's just hot and has no flavor.
Right.
I'll enjoy that way less.
Right. Yeah.
You know, if there's a flavor involved, then I can get behind it because that, you know, it's I don't mind the experience.
Well,
The
see,
experience is kind of good.
That's what strikes
It wakes
me.
you up. It makes you feel a little high. You know.
That's what strikes me differently from like this, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be hot as fuck.
Right.
There's no going around it.
Yeah, that's gonna suck.
But it is made with 91% of that pepper.
Right.
So it basically means, okay, well, you're gonna taste that pepper.
Right.
Right? The only
So
other
if-
ingredients
So if
are
the flavor of that pepper, not just the heat, so there are two things that happen when you put something in your mouth, right?
Mhm.
There is the flavor of that thing, and then there is the effect that that thing has. Salt there is a flavor, and then there's an effect.
Mm-hmm.
The flavor of salt, everyone knows. The effect is you salivate more, right? So there are certain peppers where the flavor of the pepper itself can be fruity, can be dry, can be
Sure.
a myriad of things. Is that $5 word? Myriad?
Yeah, I'd give you 5.
All right. I'm gonna pretend
I'd haggle. I'd haggle.
Yeah, you could haggle that one down.
I'd haggle, but
I'd go to $4.50 with that.
market value is $5.
Sure. Yeah. Definitely.
But you could always
retail.
Retail
Is
retail.
$5. Retail is $5 on Myriad. So I feel like if you have that flavor and the flavor is good, that excuses a lot of the heat, because when the heat is attached to the flavor, you're kind of like, all right. If you eat something and the flavor is shit, and then also it's hot, even if it's not as hot as something else, it's like, well, this is two sucky feelings that are happening at the same time now, so this is awful. Right? So those things that are made just to punish you, I have no interest in.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get why it's fun, but it's like, sure, I'll do it as like to test myself, I guess. It's like a
Oh, you'll do it because
whatever.
patron.
Yeah, well, there's also a thing in the back of my head of like, all right, let's see if I can get through this. You know, there's definitely a little bit of a challenge there. It's a physical challenge,
Okay.
you know. But yeah, mostly because it's on the patrons. But if it tastes good,
Yeah.
I've eaten, like, if something tastes good and it's hot as fuck, I'll continue eating it because
Yeah.
it tastes good.
Well, yeah, that's the whole thing for me. Like, I feel like at at So What, people were like puking at the rocket fuel, and I was like, no,
Right.
but this is good. Like, this is got some depth
Right.
to it, and it's got some flavor, and I really enjoy it. Like, this is very good.
Yeah, I haven't puked yet on anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Pepper X, man.
Well,
Roll that.
see, Pepper X, I know, and the reason I'm doing it for the Patreon is because I
Level 10.
have a peptic ulcer.
Right.
Because I'm gonna eat that, and tomorrow, when you're like, oh, I'm going about my day. I had kind of a weird poop in the morning, but you know, the rest of my day's all right. I might still be like, I don't know if I can get through this. Like, that might happen to me.
Yeah.
And that's you know, it's part of the deal. It's part of the cosmic deal we make
Right.
with the ether that is the internet. Yes.
Whatever you got to tell yourself
Yeah, it's
to
stupid.
get through
It's
this
also
stuff.
dumb.
It's really
It's
dumb.
also dumb.
It is really dumb.
Hey, I'm a singer and I write songs, and we have a podcast where we interview cool people. But you know, just to make sure you're into it, we'll punish ourselves by eating dumb things. Because that's what really gets them.
Where did the tasting come from?
Hot ones.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like that. That was it.
That was it.
I almost feel like our
It was like,
tastings were
it was like, oh, this would be funny to do. What it came from when we did the Patreon, going, what,
Oh, no.
what kind of
You know what we
extra
did?
stuff we could do
No.
on Patreon? The brown bread
brown bread
was the start of it.
and also the mustard and potato chip sandwiches,
Right.
which we did burgers. Like, these are all so it in the annals of Bacon is My Podcast history.
If you dig deep into our anals,
If you dig deep into the crevasse
the crevasse of our anals of our history.
yeah, we did do a burger episode
Yeah.
where we were eating burgers. We did where I was talking about how in college I wrote an essay about my guilty pleasure being mustard and potato chip sandwiches.
And then we ate them.
And we ate them.
You brought in
and
the
then,
brown bread.
And then
That was the
for
first one.
Thanksgiving. Was my dad
canned bread.
My dad loved brown bread out
But
of a can.
the canned brown
Canned bread. And Yeah. It was,
And it was good.
yeah.
And then we were like, let's stop eating things that we enjoy. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was
I
weird.
would love it if we were like, hey, guess what I brought in? Something I really love that you haven't tried.
I think
Check out this blended root beer float that we have in Indiana called the root beer freeze. Let's drink those for everyone's enjoyment.
yeah,
But nobody would care,
nobody would care about that.
right? But we would enjoy it. Why do we care about them?
Listen, man. Let's talk about this here.
Yeah, all right.
Okay? Let's talk about
Let's
this.
talk about it.
I brought to the table
Yeah.
brown bread,
Uh-huh.
delicious.
Yeah.
I brought to the table mustard and potato chip sandwiches,
Okay.
delicious. What's up?
I brought to the table
You gotta no, something that's
pizza
weird.
with vodka sauce, pepperoni, and hot honey.
No, things that are weird.
That's
That
weird.
people- yeah, you did. Okay, all right. So you got one.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
I don't know. I don't even remember what we did on
We
this
gotta
show.
you gotta do something that's like, I eat this right. You know what else I can bring to the table?
Right. You have kids.
Cinnamon
You eat weird
raisin-
shit.
This is before kids.
You eat weird shit. I don't
Right.
know.
Cinnamon raisin bagel, olive cream cheese.
Ugh! What the fuck is wrong with you?
I want us to eat it. It is great. It is delicious.
I
It
don't
is my
believe-
favorite.
It is not your favorite.
It is one of my
It
favorites.
is no. See, you immediately dropped to one of your favorites.
It is. I will tell you.
Top 5?
I will call a friend if you want me to.
I don't.
I will phone a friend
All right.
and he
You're
will tell
saying
you.
a cinnamon raisin bagel with olive cream cheese is in your top 5?
Was an order that I used to get every
Was.
Friday.
When's the last time you ate one?
I haven't had bagels in a little while,
All right. All right. Well,
but
let's
I
look
did.
at that. then.
I did have it the last time I had bagels.
I can't help it that you ate weird, horrible things, and I ate delicious things my whole life.
You said weird, horrible things. They're weird things, but the things that I presented so far have been very good.
That's true.
So,
All right.
cinnamon raisin bagel with olive cream cheese.
Oh,
Who's saying it's bad?
me.
It's not. It's great.
Salty
It's
grapes,
great-
man.
no,
Salty grapes.
there's shriveled grapes and raisins.
Raisins are gross. All right.
What?
Well, no.
Are you fucking
Raisins aren't gross. Raisins are great in Raisin Bran. They're fantastic.
Yeah, cinnamon raisin bagels are great too.
They're the worst part of a cinnamon raisin bagel. They're in a cinnamon raisin bagel.
Okay.
Right? They're like, it's like, all right, I'll eat this bagel even though there's these dumb raisins in it. It would be better without.
But you always like pumpernickel,
Pumpernickel's amazing.
but it's got fucking raisins in it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Raisins are not a typical addition to pumpernickel.
Pumpernickel bagels.
No.
Bread, I've never seen them.
Yeah. Bagels, I've never seen them.
What?
Maybe your spot, but I've never.
Spots. I can't. My bagel place fucking closed.
Oh, that's right. You did. But like my bagel place, I have 3 different bagel places that I can go, and none of them, pumpernickel wise, have ever had raisins in those bagels.
I will tell
Raisins have only been in
I-
the cinnamon
and-
raisin bagels. And they're not an unwelcome guest in the cinnamon raisin bagel, but they're a like, couldn't I just get a cinnamon bagel? Because cinnamon bread and butter are amazing.
you. Yeah, they're great.
Raisins don't add anything.
Adds a little bit of sweetness.
Sweetness
It adds a little
in
bit
a
of
cinnamon
sweetness.
bagel. You need sweetness. You're lacking sweetness in your cinnamon bagel. Have you ever eaten a
Listen,
cinnamon bagel and been like, you know what this needs? Something sweet.
They don't have just cinnamon bagels.
Cinnamon bread, French toast,
Okay.
and been like, I could use some more sweetness to this. Anybody got any raisins? I see what you're doing. You're popping in, you're watching the show, you're listening to the show, you're like, I really like their interviews. Or you're like, I don't like their interviews at all, but I do like 7 questions. Or you're like, man, I wish more people knew about this show because these guys are fun and these guys are cool. How can I help?
Well, one of the best ways to help is by going over to patreon.com/baconismypodcast and joining our Patreon. We've got awesome 3 tiers starting at $3 per month where you will get live stream shows on all of our discussion and drinks.
Every week.
Every week,
a live stream that you can join in on. You can weigh in on. You can jump in the chat. You can jump in the little community.
Interact with us.
We got a cool squad over there, too, so you can meet people, make friends. We're all about that. Also, you can learn some cooking tips from us.
Yeah.
We got a few of those up there. You can try some of our dishes out.
Yeah, you can also watch us eat horrible shit.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Now, when we cook stuff, it's delicious, but the stuff that we eat is not.
Yeah, that's no.
Totally
It's
separate.
never fun.
Separate thing.
Yeah, but go ahead, go over there. There's tons of new content. We have early music releases. We've got live streams. We've got watch-alongs. We've got all sorts of stuff. Go to Bacon is My Podcast's Patreon today and sign up and be part of the BIMP squad.
Totally helps us out, guys. Thank you so much. Cheers to you. What's your bacon? Have you ever thought, I need some sweetness to this? Anybody got any raisins?
Okay. All right.
I mean, they're in it.
So
They don't ruin it.
So the reason why I did say one of
Mhm.
is because more recently, very recently, probably in the past 2 years,
Hold on a second. So we are doing this episode live for our patrons, and they have the ability to write in, and we can read their comments and respond to their comments and stuff like that. So if you want to communicate with us during an episode, please join our Patreon, patreon.com/baconismypodcast. And you too can join in live and comment and communicate with us. Now, I want you to put this last sentence on screen because I don't know if it's a sentence. The world, Mike, the world, they're gross. Olives are so gross.
I ignored it because I didn't know if it was a sentence and I didn't know.
I thought maybe I couldn't I'm wearing glasses.
No,
I feel like I can read what's there, but I thought like I'm not seeing that correctly. We love you, deaf chick. We love you.
But
that was a weird sentence. You
Yeah.
hit send way before you should have hit send.
punctuation goes a long way.
You should you that was a proofread.
So the
We
reason,
love you.
The reason why
love
I
you.
did say one of my favorite
Yes.
is because in recent years, Egg Everything has become my favorite bagel.
Egg everything's great.
Right? There's no denying that. And I love it. And I
Yeah.
will smother the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
With olive cream cheese. But when I'm feeling saucy, I like to go a little bit old school.
So olive cream cheese.
But I did cinnamon raisin bagels with olive cream cheese for years
I
and
understand
years
the
and
sweet
years.
and salty. I do.
I've done it. I did it for like starting in high school.
But like
I was doing.
So are you not a texture guy at all? Like you don't care what kind of shenanigans are happening in your mouth?
Well, I can't do the tentacles in calamari.
Neither can anyone.
There are some weird fucking people that are like,
No,
no,
but
only
you're like-
tentacles. And it's like,
But like
you're a fucking psychopath. Get the
cinnamon
fuck out of my
raisin
face.
bagel has a little a little pod of juicy raisin that happens, and then you smother it with an olive cream cheese that has little slivers
of olives,
that
yeah.
are pops of like salty. Yeah,
Salt.
texture just nothing for you.
Didn't
Just
matter.
nothing. You're just like, "Nyang, nyang, 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 nyang. I like that flavor.
Yeah, it's fucking great. It's so delicious.
To not be a texture guy would be amazing. If I put something in my mouth, even if it tastes delicious, if it feels curdly, or if it feels like there's some weirdness going on, I'm like, look, get this out of my mouth.
Oh, see, no,
This has gone bad.
No, so cottage cheese.
I can't.
I can't do it.
Can't. Yeah.
I can't do that. But yeah, it's something about the cinnamon raisin bagel and olive cream cheese didn't bother me.
But cottage cheese is a cheesy product that's full of clumps of weird, and olive cream cheese is a cheesy product that's full of clumps of weird, mixed with a bagel that also has clumps of weird.
I don't feel the same way. I don't feel the same way.
That's so odd. That's so odd to me.
You know what's odd? I have to get up tomorrow morning and you know what I'm bringing home?
Well, yeah. Now that we're talking about it, yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
I'm
sure.
like, fuck. I want that.
What's your go-to bagel order? So your go-to bagel order, if
for
it's
myself?
for your taste, not like I don't want to feel like shit, or like if it's like,
Oh, bagel order is it depends on the day, but it's either egg everything with olive cream cheese or cinnamon raisin with olive cream cheese.
All right,
That's it.
you're a weird guy. I love you with all my heart, the whole heart,
It's fine.
all the way to my dick.
Yeah.
All of it. Wow. Okay.
By the way, it's sweet dick.
thanks.
It's sweet dick.
Thanks. Cool asshole.
Why? What is yours?
So, if feeling sickness and shame is no object,
Sure.
right? Then my order is either a whole wheat everything or an egg everything.
Mhm.
If neither of those are an option, then I need some kind of dark. Give me a rye or something like that. And then I will do bacon, Swiss cheese, and butter.
Okay.
And that I will feel like shit.
Well, yeah, of course.
But oh my god, is it delicious?
Yeah, man.
But if you get an egg everything with Swiss cheese, butter, and bacon,
Mm-hmm.
that shit'll change. I mean, it'll change your day, but it'll change your life. And that was bestowed upon me. Someone else that I worked with once brought those into work and just handed everybody one. Got the same one for everybody and just handed it to people. And he got Swiss cheese, butter, bacon, and a sausage patty. And I was like, you're a god among men, sir.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
On the surface, when you just tell me that,
Yeah.
sounds kind of mid.
Sure.
I'm just gonna say it.
That's
it's
fine.
Like, okay,
That's you said
Okay.
cinnamon raisin and olive cream cheese. What you said doesn't even sound mid. It just sounds disgusting.
right.
It sounds like, why do you hate yourself?
I love that. I love it. I just
It sounds like
but I would.
I don't deserve breakfast. I need to hate it.
I would try it because all of those things are good.
Yeah.
But to me, it's just like sounds kind of uneventful.
Well, I'm not trying to American Ninja Warrior my breakfast. I'm not winning anything.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You know, like,
Now you brought up whole wheat everything.
what do you put on a steak?
Salt, pepper, maybe garlic powder.
Exactly. You keep it simple because simple is great.
Sure.
It enhances the flavor of everything that's there.
Mm-hmm.
There's no heroics involved,
Right.
right? We don't need to overcome anything to get through it. Right? There's no award at the end. There's no like, yeah, I did it. It's just delicious. And you're like, I feel great.
You brought up whole wheat everything,
Yes.
and I do
Rare.
enjoy.
Those are rare.
Well, they're rare, but also the places that make them, they're almost never fresh.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Like the only places I've had them are the places near me, and when I get them, they're like still warm.
Yeah. So around here, maybe it's the fat fucks of Wantagh
Right. Okay.
and Levittown.
Yeah.
They don't usually So Jen and I, we get them a lot.
Yeah.
So you go, oh well, whole wheat is better. It's fucking bagels, so it's not better.
No, it's not better.
But
It's just
it's
good.
just
It
like,
adds a
yeah.
flavor.
But
thing.
we like
Rye.
whole
I
wheat.
prefer the whole
We
wheat.
like whole wheat everything.
Pumpernickel. It's the best. No raisins involved.
Right. Whole wheat everything's were a staple for a little while, and there was a place here used to make them small batches, but they'd be fresh,
Yeah.
and they wouldn't have the turnover. And it got to the point where it was either they were fucking gone,
Right.
so you had to wait 20 minutes to get one warm, or it would be like 2 days old.
Right.
So I stopped. It was a go-to for a little while, but it stopped being go-to when it started not turning over as much.
Yeah, if it's not fresh, yeah.
Egg everything is
People order
almost
them all
like
the time. So
egg everything is almost a lock to be warm. Cinnamon raisin, almost a lock to be warm.
right, everybody gets those. Yeah.
Gavin really loved the place by us had.
Pumpernickel everything my place has,
Oh, that sounds
which
delicious.
is incredible. No raisins, even though it says everything. So I'm still dubious as to whether that's a common. I feel like that's a specialized.
Pumpernickel, whenever I've gotten them, and it's not even just one single place. Pumpernickel bagels have raisins in it.
It's been rare enough in my life that when I order a pumpernickel bagel and there's raisins in it, I'm a little bit pissed.
That's so weird.
Like I bite it and I'm like, motherfucker, but then I still eat it. But like,
right,
because raisins don't ruin anything. But like, I'm still like, damn it, that little space could have been filled with more pumpernickel bread. And instead, it's filled with a gooey dead grape.
Something you brought up too with that breakfast order, that bagel order, is I used to love. There was a deli in the Sunrise Mall. Shout out Massapequa Sunrise Mall when it was actually like a thing. They had a deli there, and my grandmother used to bring me and rye bread, Swiss cheese.
Rye is my favorite bread.
Rye bread, Swiss cheese, and mustard as a grilled cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah.
Good Lord.
Hell yeah.
That is certainly
That's almost a patty melt.
what's up.
That's
Right. There's no
right.
Yeah.
Like if I go somewhere and a patty melt's available, I'm probably getting it.
I went to back in the last Turn Off Broadway days, Dean, he was our original drummer. Good dude. Miss him.
He's still alive.
He's still alive. He plays he's out in Pittsburgh.
I miss him.
I know. I miss the dude. I miss the dude. He's a good
You
dude.
can call him.
I could.
Yeah.
I could. He doesn't answer my text.
You don't miss him that bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry. Wow.
He's alive. You can call him.
Yeah, but he doesn't answer.
Oh, Dean, what the fuck? He misses you.
Anyway,
Answer
He's-
his calls and texts.
he's
which
in a
are
band.
definitely coming in.
He's in a band in Pittsburgh, and it's female fronted.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay-ish, but anyway.
Okay.
Dean and I, and maybe a couple of other people from the LTOB days, we played a Blackthorn 51 out in Queens, which not a lot of people have had great experiences there.
No death bird. There's not a death you missed.
There's not a death you missed. It's okay.
Sorry.
But there was a
/bacon.
we went to a diner that was right next door. We're very, very close, like
Right.
2 or 3 storefronts away. And he asked for a patty melt. And when he asked for a patty melt, he asked the waitress, "Can you tell me what your patty melt is?" And she started describing it. And he goes, "That's not a patty melt. Can you write this down?"
Oh no.
And he started describing what the patty melt was.
Here's what I want.
This is no. It's not here's what I want. It's
Right.
like he said, this is what a patty melt is.
Oh no. How to get your food spit in 101.
And I was like, damn. Well, first off, a patty melt sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Right now.
Don't talk
But
shit to
also-
waiters, everyone.
Fuck your food. I'm getting chicken fingers.
Well, you're a child.
No. I'm a
Chicken fingers
guy.
are good though.
I'm a guy that knows that my shit's gonna get spit in.
Right.
Possibly.
I can see spit
so
on
I
a
can
chicken
see
finger.
spit on a chicken finger. I
You
can't
just
see
made
that
me
shit.
have to get chicken
I
fingers.
can't see that shit on a bacon cheeseburger.
That's true. It's true.
Also, I like chicken fingers, so I'm a child.
What's your like? So, what's not often at a diner that if you see it, you're like, oh, I'm getting that shit.
What's often at a diner?
Not often. Not as often as it should
Oh.
be. So that when you do see it, you're like, oh man, I'm getting that.
You know, diners are good for one of okay, so the way I see
Or just in
diners-
general, what's a menu item that you don't see enough of that when you see, you're like, gotta get it.
I don't really have one that I could tell you off the top of my
Okay.
head. I know one of the things, and I often pass it up still, but one of those things is Chilean sea bass. Because
Oh shit. Okay.
because
Yes, fancy pants.
well, a lot of people will go, "Oh man, this menu has sea bass," and it's
Yeah.
like, that's just sea bass.
Right.
It ain't Chilean sea bass. Chilean sea bass is a different animal
It's a
altogether.
dish. Yeah.
It's a really well. It's not even just a dish. It's the type of fish that it is.
Oh, is that? I thought it was a spice. I thought it was like how it was cooked.
It's the actual fish,
Oh, okay.
which makes it worth $40
Right, right.
or $3.
Oh.
it's
I did not know that.
yeah. It's an actual type of.
I
fish.
thought it was like like blackened. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah,
Like,
you can
it would-
have,
the seasoning,
but
that it
you'll
would be.
but it'll say blackened Chilean sea bass.
Right. Okay.
It's not necessarily a way that it's prepared.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So it's from
So
Chile.
like sea bass
From Chile.
from Chilean sea bass versus sea bass are two different things, and that's one of those things where I'll go, all right, well, it says Chilean, that's on my contender list.
Sea
It
bass
doesn't-
is just from the sea.
right.
Chilean sea bass is from the Chilean sea.
Haphazardly from any sea.
Right. Right.
It could be from
Because fish don't migrate.
Jones Beach,
Right.
which is like part of the Atlantic Ocean, which is a sea,
It is a sea.
but it's also gross.
Are there bass there?
I don't know. It could be.
There could be. I don't know. I can't.
I don't know
I
either,
can't back up any of that. Yeah.
but it could be.
That's interesting.
But
Okay.
I'd rather get it somewhere like Chile,
Right.
which is definitely exponentially cleaner than us.
I don't know that.
I don't know that either.
Maybe it's dirtier, but in the right way that it makes flavor.
Then it makes right. Like everybody could just in Chile could just piss and shit in the sea,
Right.
but it makes that bass.
That sea bass is delicioso.
Sea Vicho.
Wow. All right. We're bilingual.
What?
Huh?
I think it's time.
Is it?
I think it's time to call it.
Mine is a French dip.
Yeah, you need to get.
And if I get a French dip, whoever's at the table with me is going to be embarrassed because I'm going to make a sound every time I dip that French dip. And that sound is of pure joy because I'm going to go, and
So
then I'm going to eat it. And then I'm going to go, and it's going to happen. And 9 out of 10 times that French dip is going to be wildly mediocre.
oh yeah.
But then that one time, I'm going to be like, this is why
This is why I do this.
This is why. This is why I've ordered this.
It's that gem.
This is why I've ordered this 9 other times.
I got it. I enjoy a good French dip.
A good one.
What I don't like about French dips are like when the roast beef comes out and it's fucking like silver and colorful, and you're like, why is this? Why is this roast beef 82 years old?
I don't like a rainbow on my beef.
Right. I also don't.
I don't like it to look like an oil slick.
Right. I also don't like when it's where they're just like, yeah, we got French onion soup. It's like, no, an au jus is not necessarily but it's not bad.
I will
it's
say,
not bad.
I will say, if that's the case, I'll take a dry roast beef that I can dip into a French onion soup over a dry burger or overcooked dry chicken. Yeah. If I can dip it in something that's salty and delicious.
Right.
Because those places, the French onion soup is just salty.
Sure.
It's just salty, and there's croutons in it, and there's mozzarella cheese for some reason that's not been salted on top of it, because mozzarella cheese is so flavorful without salt.
It just in general, it's just great.
It's like,
fantastic.
Come on, let's put a little effort in. Can we just don't just put it under the fire.
I do like a good French dip, but I'm very weary about it.
Yeah.
And with good reason.
Absolutely. But I will like, I'm more likely to just in a flight of fancy try a random French dip than I am to try random other thing. If there's a French dip on the menu, I'm like, at least I can dip that. It's gonna be wet.
Right.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah, you want to go to a diner?
Au jus goes a long way. Like now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Now that we've been talking about this?
Yeah, I think it's time.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I'll go to a diner.
Well, it's 9 o'clock.
Maybe I'll get a French dip. If I do, get ready for... and jus all over the table.
That's fine. As long as I can record it.
Yeah, I tip well. Yeah. So don't worry about it.
Guys, thank you for hanging with us. Always remember to ask yourself one super important question. What is that question, Jody?
Yo, what's your bacon?
What's your jus?
What is your jus?
What's your
is so good.
Cinnamon raisin bagel with olive cream cheese?
Yeah. What's your thing that no one else possibly could like, but that is magic to you? And that's important. It's important to have those. That's not a bacon at all, because everybody loves bacon. Not everybody loves a combination of raisins and olives.
We're all snowflakes.
Sure. Magical. I was called a snowflake once.
I think we all were.
At a gas station.
I was in the parking lot of an Applebee's. So.
Oh, nice. I was at a gas station, and I was called a snowflake by someone that tried to hit me with some good old racist humor about the owner of the gas station. And I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And he called me a snowflake, and I was like, all right, man.
Well,
all right. Well, you know what? I'm friends with the guy at the gas station, and you'll never be. You should.
The gas station guy is the guy that you want on your back.
Yeah. But if you're that other guy, go try and ban some books. Because
yeah,
because the people that ban books are always on the right side of history.
Yep.
Literally. What's your bacon?
World peace.
Love you.